join me for the qualifying session of yet another GT4 race. I've been really enjoying these. Now usually I drive the Porsche Cup and GT3 series, however this week I thought I'd switch it up a bit, give the GT4s a go around Alton Park, and I have to say I've really enjoyed it so far. Pace has been good, racing's been good, at least quite hugely down to the fact that I've qualified at the front of the field. There have been quite bad incidents towards the back of the pack, but that happens with every series I think. But no, so I fancy doing another race. About to go on to my first qualifying lap, and I'll give you a lap guide. Now we're going to our second lap, which should be faster. Tyres nice and warm now. Look for that barrier on the left again. Go down to 4. Trail on the throttle again. Look at that 400ths a second already gained. At the crest, down to 4th. Trail. Follow the corner round onto throttle. Anyway, extra bit of tarmac. Stay in 5th. Trail. Wait. On throttle. You want to go down to 3rd. Follow the white line around here. Don't want to go too deep, but running a little bit deep is fine. Get close to the first barrier here. Even closer to the second. Straighten the steering out, and you want to go flat. Now just after the 100 board, you want to look to go into the third to the first barrier. Get close to it. Now close to the second. Gentle on the throttle. Get back over to the right. Follow out wide. Don't want to go past the curve again, otherwise the car will go crazy with the traction control. Into the right hander, double apex, trail on the throttle.
Fastest lap for Hong, 1:39.
You don't want to go flat too early. As you can see there, the car was trying to step out from me, but it's okay. Brake just as the track dips down. Follow the corner. Little bit of a slide there, lost me some time, but that should be good enough for. So I was off 1:40.35. That's good enough for P3. Now I'm pretty happy with that. Right, now starting up for the actual race session itself, I'll be starting P4, which I'm also very happy with. A 7.6k driver, starting from P2. And also, you might recognise the name Lucas Blakely. Well, ex-F1 Esports driver, now moving over to iRacing. He's also been doing some real life stuff by the looks of it recently. Single seaters, I think GB4.
Okay, rolling.
All I want is a clean start.
Safety car.
Hopefully I can make up. I think realistically, I'll be getting a push to P3.
Green. Left side. Hold your line. He's still there. Hold your line. Car left. He's still there. Clear left.
Right, certainly not the best race start, losing 2 positions, but still 20 minutes to go.
The rating is 3.8. Car, you're in clear right. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear all around.
That was a bit of a heavy hit on the car in front, but I couldn't do anything then. Right, very pleased with that move there. I might have to go defensive turn 1.
P5.
Okay.
Stewards at waters about.
Right, that was a bit of a chaotic lap 1. P3 was a bit all over the place on the cold tyres. But we can try and capitalise off that later in the race. If they continue making those sort of mistakes, however, we've got our eyes set on P4 at the moment.
Track limits.
Now I did have to give them a little helping hand up here to get round the other Mustang, but unfortunately for them, they lost 2 places. And they did do the right thing backing out. I should just be setting not blisteringly fast, but just relatively fast lap times.
Just cut the track.
But the main part is consistency. Otherwise you can lose out on multiple tenths just from that corner alone. Going into the hairpin here, it's really easy to run out wide, and that just puts you off the whole corner. And you'll try to brake a little bit later, try and make up the time back, but it never ends up working, and you just end up losing more time. So you've just got to remain calm, don't panic. Talking about panic, you need to get close to these barriers here, and you can't scare yourself into backing out from it, but you just got to, you think, oh, I might just nick one of them, but thankfully it's never happened to me. Well, it has actually in the Porsche Cup before, and I was like P2.
Car number 6 in front is now 0.8.
And the whole of my suspension was just gone. But hopefully that doesn't happen this race, otherwise I would not be very happy, and I'll be losing a lot of iRacing. Now, I mentioned in the previous video of how much I love this combo, especially this is only the second time I've tried these GT4 new tyres in iRacing, and I'll tell you what, it's improved the car so much. From the last time I drove them, it was around like Watkins Glen. The cars were just, especially the BMW, it was not fun to drive whatsoever, but these new tyres have given these GT4s a whole new character. The width of these cars is much slimmer than those really big GT3s. Especially around a track like this, the GT3s I find can be a bit too big, but these GT4s are just perfect around here. Looking up ahead, now I've not really been looking at the relative, but I think P4 has been gaining on P3 ever so slightly. So,
140.122.
yeah, definitely into turn on there. You can see the time he gained on him. Because I am slightly dropping off.
6 ahead is now
Dropping off
1.0.
Raphael, the car ahead. Now once Raphael and Inchoy start battling, I can start closing up this gap a bit more, and I'll be straight behind the car at the back of the pairing.
It's your best lap in this session. Goose.
So that's it, just over the halfway point now. A lot happened on lap 1, but it's kind of calmed down now. However,
Your lap time was 140.46.
as we get into the second half, tyres getting a bit older, track getting a bit dirtier, people getting a bit more relaxed. Such as Inchoy up ahead there, you can see the tyre mark in the grass there, where he went a bit wide. That's 2 tenths down the drain for him, and that'll put him off the following corners, I imagine. You see the dust getting kicked up, all the gravel on the outside there as well. If you brake a little bit too late, you'll be straight in there, and your tyres will be covered in all of that. And there you go, Raphael running wide there. That's what I was talking about. Brake a little bit too late, and you're just off, well off your line. Got to be careful for the octave tracks on the left there. They happen quite a lot. Force gear gets into that curve there. Minimal oversteer there as well. Very important to brake in a straight line down there as well. Down there. Very tricky long left-hander. You have extreme elevation changes, and just a difficult corner in itself to get right every time. Yeah, you see there, I got too close to that left barrier there, and the curb just pulled me in, and it just really put me off for the following right-hander, and quite naughtily I did just end up crossing the grass. Thankfully it's not a slowdown, otherwise P4 and P3 would be well out of the question now, but sometimes you just got to take the off-track hit. So we're now looking at 3.5 minutes left of the race. That's probably 2 more laps after this. Plenty of time for a nice little battle to form here. Enjoy has started making a few more mistakes these previous laps, and you can see Raphael, and in fairness I've stuck with Raphael the last few laps.
We really need to be in front of this
Been
car.
closing in quite a bit. So I can either work with Raphael here, or take the risk and battle him, and take me out of the question entirely for P3. Right, I think I'm going to have to stick with P4 here. I'm just going to have to go for it.
1 more lap to go.
Right, I can try and send it down here. I'll try and put him offline. Right, I don't know why I did that. That was pretty stupid there. That wasn't even an effort to try and put him offline. That was just me being a bit of an idiot. Tried to put him off there, but didn't work out in the end. That was a bit annoying with that. Really silly thing down to this corner here, where I just put myself offline trying to get in his mirrors, but I sacrificed an almost guaranteed P4. I mean, who knows what would have happened, but P4 was definitely a possibility there. Let's go back to the... I don't know who I thought I was racing there, but of course I was like, I'm nowhere near enough to try and put him under pressure. And you can see, look at the gap now. The gap's opened up so much, and that's just killed my chances off entirely. You can see I'm just following car number 6 through here. I stay on my normal line, just give him a bit of a push up the hill here. Thankfully he doesn't steer too much or spin himself. And I'll just stay tight over to the left, nearly on my normal line. Brake a little bit too late, but it's fine. It was just a little bit of a tap on the back of the car number 6 ahead. Let's have a quick look at the results then. So that got me 22 iRacing, and I didn't expect much safety rating. At least it's all in the positive there. Just reached 5k recently, so now the next target is 6k iRacing, which will take me a bit of time. However, I can definitely do it. So I hope you enjoyed that race as much as I did, and catch you in the next video.